got a crow to pick with everybody in this nation that didn't vote for a Democrat. If you didn't vote for a Democrat last time, you're the one I'm talking to. You need to pay attention. There's been a lawsuit filed in New York. Letitia James. Yep, she's black. But she is also an American that follows the law, which puts her heads above, way above, the crook that she just filed a lawsuit against. He has for at least 10 years that they've identified. Cheated on his taxes, personal, property, the whole 9 yards, and federal, state. He's cheated on all of it. He's also overvalued everything he's ever had, everything he's got. He claimed that his apartment was 30,000 square feet. There's not an apartment in New York State or anywhere else that I know of. According to her, there's none in New York that are that big. In fact, his apartment isn't even a third of what he claimed. He only did that so he could get a better loan from a bank that he lied to. Well, those banks are going to be filing charges too because they've been lied to. Now it's out in the open. They have to file charges or be part of the problem, which I'm sure they're part of the problem too because most banks are crooked. Just saying, they're not all up to snuff. They're supposed to be, but they're not. But I guarantee you, Donnie Boy, he's not up to snuff at all. He didn't even try. He's been labeled as the biggest crime family in the U.S. Yeah. And everybody that voted for him, all of you people that voted for him, you did it so you could stop abortion. You didn't consider the Russian influence that he was involved in. You didn't consider it. I don't know how you could miss it. I don't know how you could miss such a thing as his Russian issues. Because the Russians bought him out. When they paid him out, they got his loyalty. He is loyal to Putin. Did you ever wonder why he was over in Helsinki and he went into a private room with Putin and one other person? Putin's translator. Not Donnie's translator. No, there was only one translator, and that was the Russian translator for Putin. Excuse me, coffee. And 4 hours. 4 and change. 4 hours and some minutes. He was in there by himself with his Russian daddy, his GoDaddy.com. What'd they talk about? Well, you know what? Here's the thing about that. There has never been an American president that spent 4 alone hours, 4 hours discreet, completely shut off from the entire world to talk to a Russian dictator, which is what Donnie wants to be. There's never happened before, ever. Never would, because respect. Most American presidents respected America. They protected America. They protect the American people. That's what they're supposed to do. But he did not protect us. He let our soldiers be shot. They were shooting and killing our soldiers and Putin paying a bounty on it. And it come out in the news and you all said, oh, that's not true. Well, it was true and it is true. And there was some people killed because Donald sold out their positions and said nothing. Counterintelligence, Yeah, they got information from Donald about where people were, where our investigators were, international type information. And people started dying out of nowhere, just boom, 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 and people were dead. That our nation, the spies of our nation, were counting on for information are now gone. Well, how did they find out where they were, or who they were? How did they get that list? Well, they couldn't get it unless they got into our National Archives, and they haven't been in there. So who did steal the information from the archives? Who stole it from the government? Well, it was a crooked little spy named Fat Boy Donnie. Old Fat Boy, he sold it out for nothing. So he could be a dictator. He's not going to be a dictator, kids. He's not going to be a dictator here. Now, he might go over there and they give him a little bitty town to be a dictator over, but that's about as good as it's going to get for him if he managed to get out of states without getting in prison. He can run away, but he probably need to stay and take all of his family with him now, including Melania. Y'all say probably she's not guilty and she's innocent. Well, yeah, that'd be like my wife going out robbing a bank and coming home and bringing all this money in, and then I help her spend it and laugh about how she got it and make fun of the bank for letting her get away with it, and the cops are not catching her. And then when it did catch up to her, guess who goes to jail with her? Me, because I helped her spend it, because I thought it was really cocky to get away with that. This is the entire stupidity of the Trump family. Grandpa, when he first came over to this nation, before he had a child, was running from the prison in Germany. They were going to imprison him for a crooked money-making scheme that he pulled over there that he got caught. He jumped a boat and was a what do you call it when you're not supposed to be on the boat? What? Yeah, stowaway. So he was a stowaway. Now, what you need to do is understand that he's a crook. His son Fred was a crook, and Donnie's a crook. They're all crooks. So the apple did not fall from the tree. It is the tree. They're all crooked German trash. Now, I know it might tick some of you guys off to realize that you've been took. The best thing you can do when you've been had by somebody else is to say, well, I hope I've learned a lesson over this. This is really stupid. I should have never been here. Now, when you do wake up and you do admit that you've been had, don't beat yourself up. 'Cause I love y'all anyway. Family, friends, even those that I don't know. I love the whole bunch of you. I don't want to see you go to hell because you're stupid. I want you to wake up and be smart. Now you look at my face and you say, well, this guy ain't very smart. No, I'm not. I'm not super intelligent, not at all. Don't have much to throw at. I'm all right with that, though. I'm comfortable where I'm at. Are you? Are you comfortable in your heart with what you voted for and what you still claim you want to have here? Do you want a dictator over you? It's not Joe Biden I'm talking about. I'm talking about Donnie Trump. You know what his real name is? Strumpet, the grifter clown. That's his real name. You need to get used to that because that's what they'll call him in prison. That's the way they treat them people. Crooks. Crooks. Can you say crook for me? Can you spell crook? All right. Well, I've said my piece. There you go. You know the truth, so get used to it. Donnie's going to prison. You want to get back your vote and try to make America great again? Stop voting for idiots. Don't vote for crooks, and America will still be great. but you took it down to a low